In Sierra Leone, the Ebola epidemic was particularly deadly in some areas. The negative impact of the Ebola virus disease was felt even in the most remote countryside. Manumontene, a town of Port Loco district located over 200 kilometers from Freetown, is a living example. Here, the villagers counted up to 15 funeral processions since the outbreak of the Ebola virus disease.
Within this community, we lost direct families of about 15 members out of this Ebola. So, with this, everybody was afraid, even with your son or your daughter, your mother or father, to come close because there was no trust. And whenever someone says, "Oh, my head is aching," straight away, nobody will come around you.
The travel restrictions imposed on the people forced them to live on their last seed stocks. Thanks to the seeds distributed by the WASP, the local communities have been tilling the 75-hectare plot of land out of the 200 hectares of the whole perimeter.
The Ministry of Agriculture came in and then gave us some seeds of about 60 bags, 30 bags for Buya Women, the women's, and 30 bags for Concerned Youth, the other FBO group, which comprises of the ABC that we have at Foredugo, Agricultural Business Center. So with this rice, we tried, we planted it, and we were able to get some. It was a very good, though it was not enough, because this group comprises of over 150 members.
The post-Ebola seed distribution program was a significant contribution to the agriculture sector in Sierra Leone, in spite of the stranding of lorries with their cargoes of seeds at the borders of some of the neighboring countries. In the countryside, the good yield of crops is a vivid proof of the program's success. In the eyes of the authorities, this marks a new dawn in seeds production nationally.
We were able to receive 1,000 metric tons of L19, Nerica L19 certified seeds from Burkina Faso, which we received and distributed to the farmers. But in addition to that, we also received certified seeds from Mali, which ended up to be 22 metric tons of upland variety, Nerica 4. Which was also distributed to the farmers. And then we received maize seeds, about 34 metric tons, again from Burkina Faso, which we have distributed to the farmers. And 75 metric tons of foundation seeds, Nerica L20, from Togo. So all of these have been distributed to the farmers, and we are talking about beneficiary count of about 69,000 beneficiaries who benefited from the rice as well as the maize seed.
The Sierra Leonean authorities strongly expressed their satisfaction and all their gratitude to the WASP, WAP, Corps of Wekart, the World Bank and the ECOWAS Commission for their support to this program.
Even the local farmers were affected, so production fell very greatly. So this seeds that came was a great help. It came to salvage us from famine. If these seeds had not come by this time, then we would have been in serious trouble.
The ECOWAS countries made me admire the whole program. I mean, for the first time in the history of the region, the West African region, for them to come together where crises are in 3 countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, for all of you to come together from different countries, so, oh, we are going to contribute this. It's very, very good for our countries' for our respective countries' developments. Because before, everybody cares for his or our own respective country. But the ECOWAS countries came together and decided to lend support to the 3 countries that are affected. That's one big plus.
The proverb says that give the person the tool to fish. And that is sustainable, rather than giving the fish he eats and he's looking for another one. So we thought of the seed. And the seed we give them is very high yielding. It's about 2 to 3 times higher in terms of yield than what they had before. So it's going to give them more. And so that was, and also they can, when they harvest their seed, farmers do save their seed and plant again. They can plant for 3 years without going back to the seed source. And as I said, we are giving them again. They are going to get again. More farmers are going to get seed this year also. So they got 2015, 2016. And each time they can save their seed and plant in 3 years. So for the next 3 to 4 years, they will be comfortable. In fact, when I visited the Liberia and Sierra Leone, I said, let's bring you again some foundation seed that the seed producers can multiply. They said, well, I think we have enough for now. You know, and they have enough. I mean, in fact, they have produced seeds. The total from the 3 countries now is about 8,500 tons extra.